Welcome, everyone, and thank you so much for joining us today. My name is Dr. Kirsten Frederiksen, and I'm the Director of Clinical Operations at Forum Health. I'm joined by my wonderful colleague, registered dietitian Joanna, and we will be speaking with you today about FDA-approved weight loss medication versus supplements used for weight loss. This topic comes up a lot when I meet with patients, so we thought it would be a great topic and an important topic to discuss with you today. I plan on speaking for about 10 to 15 minutes, and then we'll leave time to answer your questions. Please put any questions you have in the chat. Joanna will also provide a brief introduction to the role of the registered dietitian at Forum Health and answer any questions you may have. Just an announcement before we get started, this webinar is being recorded, but your participation is completely anonymous. Feel free to put your questions in the chat, which we will get to in the second half of our session today. We welcome your questions. Again, we will be speaking today about FDA-approved weight loss medications, what we know, whether they're effective, and what's the evidence for using them, versus dietary supplements taken for weight loss, what we know, whether they're effective, what does the evidence show. First, let's discuss FDA-approved weight loss medications, otherwise known as anti-obesity medications. Weight loss medications are Food and Drug Administration-approved medications. They're indicated for individuals with a body mass index greater than 30, with a body mass index being a measure of your weight in kilos over your height in meters squared, or for those with a body mass index greater than 27 and one related comorbidity, such as high cholesterol, high blood pressure, fatty liver, for example. Because these medications are FDA approved, they are what we prescribe in our practice if indicated as part of our comprehensive medical weight loss program. On the left-hand side of this slide, you will see the list of FDA-approved medications for weight loss, including liraglutide and semaglutide, which are known as GLP-1 receptor agonists, naltrexone and bupropion, which are combined known as Contrave, phentermine and topiramate, orlistat, and Plenity. On the right-hand side, there are other FDA-approved medications that can help with weight loss, such as Metformin, different formulations of semaglutide, naltrexone, topiramate, and zonisamide. These medications largely lead to appetite suppression and therefore can be used for promoting weight loss. Today, I will not go into each of these medications and how they work, as this has been covered by my colleagues in other recent Forum webinars. I should note here that all of these weight loss medications are not used for everyone with a BMI over 27 and a comorbidity, or for everyone with a BMI over 30, but this is where having an experienced physician leading your weight loss program helps determine which medication is right for you and which medication is likely to work best for you. That being said, it is estimated that less than 5% of those patients who would benefit from weight loss medication are routinely receiving them. This is partly due to cost, poor insurance coverage, and underprescribing. We definitely need to be doing better. What is some of the evidence for using FDA-approved weight loss medication? Well, first of all, as my colleagues at Forum Health have talked about in our previous webinars, weight loss medications need to be considered in the context of a comprehensive medical weight management program, which includes intensive lifestyle counseling. This slide from the 2005 New England Journal of Medicine study shows the benefits of weight loss medication and weight loss medication used in conjunction with intensive lifestyle interventions. As you see in this table, FDA-approved weight loss medication alone, as you see on the left, led to weight loss of over 10 pounds at the 1-year mark, which is typically around 5% weight loss from a starting weight. And FDA-approved weight loss medications used in conjunction with an intensive lifestyle program, such as you see on the right, led to an average weight loss of over 25 pounds at 1 year, which is equal to about 10% weight loss from a starting weight. Keep in mind, this study was from 2005, which was using some of our older weight loss medications. As this slide shows, some of the newer FDA-approved weight loss medications lead to even greater weight loss. In this study published in 2021, the patients on this formulation of semaglutide lost an average of over 16% of their body weight over the course of more than a year, and this medication was also shown to have a very good safety profile. So for example, in a patient weighing 200 pounds, they could potentially lose 32 pounds. This is just an example. There are hundreds of other clinical trials showing great evidence for, as well as safety of, the FDA-approved weight loss medications being prescribed today. Dietary supplements for weight loss are widely available over the counter and used by many individuals for the treatment of obesity. Excuse me. Surveys show that at least 34% of adults have used a dietary supplement for weight loss. These products can include more than 90 different ingredients, but are largely herbal, botanical, plant-based products, minerals, fibers, fatty acids, and caffeine. Many who take supplements for weight loss are unaware that there is often a lack of evidence for their use, particularly with regard to weight loss, and that there is a lack of regulatory oversight by the FDA. In 1994, the dietary supplement industry was deregulated such that marketing of supplements for weight loss does not require approval by the Food and Drug Administration or testing for safety or efficacy. Because these supplements are not considered drugs, they are therefore very loosely regulated in the United States. As a result, many dietary supplements do not contain the stated quantity of active ingredients and may contain many hidden additives, ingredients, or fillers. Some products even contain substances such as ephedrine, which was banned from dietary supplements by the FDA in 2004 due to its higher potential for harm in even small doses. Numerous studies have shown little to no effective weight loss after taking dietary supplements. One such study, which I'll show you on the next slide, which was also published in 2021, reviewed over 1,740 scientific articles for efficacy of various dietary supplements or alternative therapies for weight loss. Overall, this study showed no strong, high-quality evidence for the efficacy of any of the products that were reviewed, and in a few positive studies showed only 1 to 10 pounds weight loss at most. This is a summary slide of the review article that I was referring to. In the left-hand column, you will see a list of the dietary supplements or alternative therapies for weight loss that they reviewed. These include chitosan, caffeine, green tea, pyruvate, amongst others. The study also looked at therapies marketed for weight loss, such as acupuncture. In the right-hand columns, you'll see the number of higher quality studies that showed low bias and whether they showed weight change. So for chitosan, for example, only 9 studies were randomized controlled trials. Only 1 of the 9 reviewed was of higher quality, and only 1 study showed a small weight change, which happened to be about 5 pounds over 6 weeks. For green tea, for example, of the 38 randomized controlled trials reviewed, only 2 were higher quality, and those showed some weight loss, which happened to be about 2.5 pounds over 7 weeks. Acupuncture, with 45 randomized controlled trials reviewed, 2 found to be of higher quality. There was no evidence of significant weight loss after this intervention. Sorry. So other examples of over-the-counter supplements used for weight loss that showed low quality research or biased research due to financial conflict of interest have included Metabolife, Hydroxycut, Zenadrin, and Leptocor. But keep in mind, these are only examples given available research, and that the research study is listed below. In summary, our approach at Form Health is to use evidence-based approaches to weight management tailored to your needs under the guidance of an experienced obesity medicine physician and an experienced registered dietitian. Our tools include all the pillars of obesity care, which are scientifically backed nutritional guidance, physical activity prescriptions, behavioral interventions, and if appropriate, FDA-approved weight loss medications, or anti-obesity medications as they're known. We will follow you over time to give you the best results that only a comprehensive medical weight management program can provide. Thank you so much for joining, and we look forward to your questions.
I guess we have a first question. Can taking supplements and FDA-approved medication together, can you take it together? Dr. Frederiksen, what do you think?
So it depends, again, what you're taking, and it really needs to be discussed with your provider. You know, if you're talking about a vitamin, like if you're considering vitamin D a supplement and your vitamin D level is low and you need to be on that, and you need to be on an anti-obesity medication that's an FDA approved one, that would be acceptable, but it really depends on what it is.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we'll hopefully hear more questions from our participants, but in the meantime, let me tell you a little bit about the nutrition aspect of our program and the role of registered dietitian in treatment of our patients. So my name is Joanna Radziejowska. I'm a dietitian, and I have been with Form Health for quite a while. And just that you know, all the people who join our program, often they deal with so many different previous attempts for weight loss. And when they come to us, as a dietitian, I work with my patients on finding the nice personalized plan for them. Often, so there's no sort of cookie cutters. We tend not to, we look at the previous medical history, previous weight loss attempts, sort of current relationship with foods, different dietary approach. And based on that, we, together with the patients, come up with a plan, step-by-step plan. There is often no eliminating of different food groups, or we encourage people to eat regular meals, focusing on increasing satiety through the meals, well-balanced meal. And we work through different sort of obstacles when it comes to meal planning and so on. Although often a lot of people may know what to eat, but often the implementations of the plan might be challenging. A lot of people are dealing with emotional issues that sort of, and that's a big obstacle to progress and achieve weight loss, greater weight loss results. So as a dietitians, we work with patients on overcoming those issues, finding solutions, finding different tools, and addressing those emotional behavior sort of situation and issues. Typically, the patients, when they are assigned to Form Health, they will see a physician for initial evaluation. It's a 1-hour visit. And also they will be paired with the dietitian. Dietitians also will meet initially for 1-hour appointment. And then afterwards, they will follow up with the physician on a regular basis, if it's a follow-up on sort of medical aspect of the treatment. And with the dietitians, we follow every 2 weeks, through a visit, Zoom visit, but also we continue communication via chat messaging. So we basically available to our patients on a regular basis, anytime. And we are sort of solving the problem on daily basis as we go along. But so this is sort of a quick overview of the role of dietitian, emphasize basically personalized plan, working with the individual and finding what is the most important aspect of change for them. All right, so let's look at our questions. All right, how and where do I start? First question.
You want to tackle that, Joanna?
I'll tackle that. So the easiest way is to go to our website, which is formhealth.co. It's not .com, but .co. Log in there and you can, there's a bunch of questionnaires or some questions that you need to answer if you qualified for that, because to qualify for medically supervised weight management program, you have to meet certain criteria, the BMI criteria, or have other comorbidities. So you go through the questionnaires, you signed up. The first month is sort of not free, but it's you don't if you need to cancel, if you don't like it, you can always do that the first month. So easy peasy. Someone will reach out to you when you signed up and help you with step-by-step process. All right, next question. Does insurance cover your plan? Dr. Frederiksen, would you like to tackle this one?
Sure. So we do take insurance. You need to find out what your plan covers. That's always important to find out, no matter what kind of insurance you have, what do they really cover? And then we can discuss with you during the intake, you know, what your insurance is, what it covers, and how that would work. But we do take insurance.
Great. FSA eligibility. Definitely, we can submit, so typically the way how we are set up right now, although it could change, the medical visits are billed through insurance and you pay a membership fee for the sort of overall be part of the program, and that could be submitted definitely for your flexible spending to your flexible spending account. Definitely. All right, next question. Oh, and Form Health is answering all of that. HSA, FSA eligible. Perfect. Any other questions? I just want to tell you also as a sort of a little additional piece of information. So when you join Form Health, again, you are well taken care of. It's a sort of like a part of the family. I've been working here, so I just can sort of tell you the physicians here are absolutely wonderful and caring. So this is so important. I often wish I had my PCP here, but it's not doable. And also the dietitians are, again, caring, understanding. So you are in good hands. I always say that our role, weight loss is hard. If it felt easy, we would not have that problem. So it's a lot of work, working on changing mindset, behavior, and so on. So it's always a lot of effort, but again, we are here to support people through that difficult task. And I always say I am the cheerleader of you if you join, because it's hard to do it, but again, we create a very supportive environment for everybody. And we are offering different classes. In particular, I love to cook. So once a month I do free cooking classes. So we cook different foods. We use air fryer. We use many different modalities, but all healthy and delicious meals. So if you join us, I hope some of you will be part of attend the cooking class. Okay, is your nutrition program based, calorie based, macro based, etc.? Well, no, not really. We don't create a macro, so it really depends on the person. Generally, when I start working with a patient, we want them to, we don't ask them to keep calorie count. We have a part of our app is to use meal photos as a sort of way of keeping track of your of your food, and the meal photos helps the dietitians to understand the current eating, and dietitians can provide a feedback on tweaking the meals. But no, we don't per se talk about specific macros. We can, it really depends on the person. If someone is quite adamant, like, give me the calories and give me how much protein, carbohydrates, and fats I should be eating a day, we can definitely provide that more for detailed oriented, number driven people. But generally we want people to come up with a way of eating that is sustainable. I think that that's the key, right? So looking at the plate method, or looking at your breakfast and seeing what's in it. Do you have all the components that help you to nourish your body and also sustain you for next few hours? The same sort of, we talk about each meal and so on, and energy throughout the day. So looking at basically designing meals that are well balanced and sustainable. And for those who want the calories and macros, we can provide that too.
Yeah, I would echo what Joanna said. I agree. We also, when I meet with patients, we discuss nutrition goals, and then obviously in much more detail with the dietitian who you end up working with. But we also come up with some strategies to meet you where you are. So if you really prefer calories, some people like to use a certain tracking tool that they've used before that worked for them. Great, but we don't want to focus just on that. We want to really give you options that are going to be sustainable for you.
Yeah. And just, yeah, so it's a lot of hand holding in some ways when you join us. It's you have your dietitian at disposal. You go to restaurants, sometimes I see texts like, Joanna, what do I choose from, this menu or something? So it's a very we are quite attentive. Any other questions? Seems like not much. Okay.
All right. Well, if there aren't any other questions, then we are so happy that you joined us today, and we hope that you join us at Form Health. And we look forward to hearing from you.
Yes, and one more time, the website is formhealth.co, and you can also call us, and the number was in the chat, 617-505-1520.